What does it mean when the seller says, okay, the home is as is? Well, of course it's as is, right? But what does it mean when they say it as is, and how does that translate down to you, the buyer? An as is sale means the seller is not willing to make any adjustments to the home that you may require. Now, or you may request. You're certainly allowed to have a home inspection. You're certainly allowed to inspect any piece of the house that you want. That's within your right. You can test lead-based paint. You can test for termites or wood-burning insects. You can test, the septic. You can have the water tested. You can test for radon. You can just do a general home inspection. But whatever you come up with on a home that's tagged as is or is negotiated with as is, pretty much gives the seller the first answer to the request, which means I'm not going to fix anything. You're going to buy the house kind of where is, as is, with no adjustments. Now, of course, I think that there's always room for negotiation, because if you went back and say, hey, could you please fix a light switch? They may say, okay, hey, we'll fix the light switch. And I think, in a real estate transaction, anything or any part of life, there's always some negotiation or some conversation or some dialogue. But you do run across some homes that are tagged as is, which basically gives you an upfront answer to, I'm not going to fix X, Y, and Z, so don't come to me with those requests, because the seller is not obligated to fix those things unless it, hinders the performance of the house. But if the as-is description of the house doesn't meet your conforming loan type, for example, an FHA loan, right, requires that certain things are in place, no chipping paint, handrails, those types of things. If that's the type of loan that you have and the seller is not willing to make those changes, then you've got yourself a little bit of an issue, because the home won't qualify. But most as-is sales basically mean we're not going to make any changes. The exception to the rule is bank-owned homes. Bank-owned homes are what they are. The bank is not going to bring somebody out to fix them. The bank's not going to fix the frozen pipes. The bank prices the homes accordingly. They're not going to make any adjustments to the purchase and sale or how the house is. So again, you have the right. You have the right to inspect the house, and you have the right to say, hey, it's too much work, I'm going to walk away. But the seller also has the option to say, you know what, I'm not going to fix that stuff for you. So, you can take a walk or not. So I think that it's kind of buyer beware on the as is. But again, if you have a good buyer agent that's working for you, I think everything can be negotiated a little bit. It also can be affected by price. There could also be as is, but we want a credit. So there are many different ways to go about it. But basically it means the seller is not willing to fix anything initially, despite what how further we take the conversation. So as is houses, not going to have a lot of changes. It's kind of buying it where is, as is. We know that. We understand it. That's how we go into it. Like I said, a good buyer agent is going to help you through that. Going to be able to negotiate through that and set the expectation properly for you as to what you're getting into in the particular house you'd like to buy. All right. Hope you enjoyed. Evan Russell at Russell Realty Minute, at Work with Evan, Evan at therussellteam.com. Thank you.